All right, continue.
All
Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. God, and who is that's talking about? That's talking about the so-called white man, because in Job 9:24 it tell you the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, he's the one ruling. He's the one prescribing all these laws and bills and executive orders. All right, and it's to hurt you you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who are Israelites. It's not to help you, it's to hurt you.
Yeah, through his unrighteous decrees, man. What are that? His laws. Just like what we're dealing with right now, CDC has so-called mandated, they'll give it this guideline, they're gonna write it in law. Okay, it's a law, you have to wear your mask, or else they're gonna come with them draconian measures. They're gonna come speaking like a lamb at first, then they're gonna come with those two horns as a lamb, using the Democrats and Republicans, good cop, bad cop, then they're gonna come speaking as a dragon.
God. And 2/3 of our people not gonna question anything. You know, once Esau put it in writing, Jake got what's the word? Jake so submissive to Esau, he just gonna go right with it without questioning.
So cooned out.
Come
Yeah.
to verse 2, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. All right, and that's what Esau is gonna do to you, you Israelites.
And what he's been doing, man, he's been robbing he's been fucking over you. So it makes no sense to think if somebody's been doing this for 90% of the time, that this last 10% gonna be any different.
God. And he's never gonna treat you with so-called equality and all that shit. This is his kingdom. All right, and the Lord about to come deliver us. And you
Beautiful.
God.
I got a precept when you finish.
God, the Lord is about to deliver us and bring in our kingdom.
That's right, bro.
Aparatazah, Lord.
Aparatazah. New heavens, new earth.
God. And it says, verse 3, and what will ye do in the day of visitation, and in the desolation which shall come from far? So, and what's that's talking about? All right, the Lord is going to command these ICBM missiles. You know, that's also his army. All right, that's in his
Joel the second chapter.
God.
Part of his arsenal.
Yeah, that's the word. All right, so the Lord is going to use those ICBM missiles to make a speedy riddance of America, which is spiritually called Babylon the Great.
Hey, you got any questions?
I was listening.
That's cool. Go ahead, bring it out, Doc.
God. And it says, to whom will ye flee for help? All right, so you can't run from the judgment of Yahweh Shemel Shah. All right, and if you a so-called black or Hispanic or Native American who are Israelites, your only and best option is to return back to Yahweh Shemel Shah through this knowledge, this truth.
I got that precept, Doc. You got some more on that?
Uh,
All right. Psalms 40, verse 1. I waited patiently for the Lord, and he inclined unto me and heard my cry. The Lord only dealing with the people that's serving him. How do you serve the Lord? By following the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. How do you love the Lord? By following the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 13.
That's right.
That's the whole duty of man.
That's the whole duty of man.
God. And only Israelites can serve Yahweh Shemel Shah, because he's only the power or Lord or God of the Israelites.
He chose that specific line, man.
God.
Verse 2. He brought me up also out of an horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet up on a rock and established my goings. He brought us into this truth. We was niggas. We acted like niggas. We acted like 2/3. We lived like them. Nobody really born into this truth in this day and age, man. So you have to be brought out of filthiness into the light. You have to be brought out of the darkness into the light is what I wanted to say. And you have to be brought out of that filth. And the Lord has to cleanse you over time, because when you come into this truth, you are not instantly fucking cleansed. You have all that shit that took years to build up on your heart. All that shit that took years for you to be like, this is normal and this is just the way life is. That shit it takes a little bit of time, and every brother has a different time frame that the Lord dealing with them on. It takes a little bit of time for that shit to come off, man.
Like I say this, that rock that we got put on is Yahweh Shai, man.
It's truth.
Yeah, this truth, man. That understanding, it's our foundation.
That's right. I was about to say that. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me finish it off. And he hath put a new song in my mouth, even praises and tower power. Many shall see it, YouTube, and fear, and shall trust in the Lord. And they also going to fear the judgments that we prophesizing about. All right? And that new song is these scriptures that was always in this book that we read, but we was never able to understand and accept because we didn't have a prophet according to the Lord's heart to come and teach us, but now we do. All right? We're not that old man. We're not these people my brother was reading about that have no hope. And the only reason these Israelites have no hope is because they don't know Yahweh Ship Yahushua.
And in Revelation 5:5, Yahweh Mashiach, whom the world ignorant calls Jesus Christ, he opened up this truth to us in these last days. All right, the understanding, the whole understanding of the whole Bible. You know, he gave it to his.
He unlocked the seals.
He unlocked the seals.
He revealed the mysteries of the kingdom.
All right.
Long story short.
To his prophets.
That's right. I got one more, and after that, you got it, bro. Blessed is that man that maketh the Lord his trust, and respecteth not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies. So we don't give a goddamn what the news say. All right, we care about what Yahweh Shim Yahushua says, and what our what the elders say, and what the elder apostles say, and what our elder brothers say. All right, because the things that the world has and holds in high esteem, we don't. You got it, bro.
It's the book of John, chapter 15, verses 1 through 3. Scripture reads, Yahushua speaking, I am the true vine, and my Father is the husband. Like Israel is likened unto that what?
Bride.
That bride, man. Okay? That woman, man. All right? Yahushua, that true vine, man. You can't have a tree without without vines, without roots in it, without branches.
Yeah.
And the Most High Yahweh, okay? The Ancient of Days, he is the husband, man. We're married unto him. Verse 2. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away.
Like the scriptures say, I believe that's in the second Esdras. With great labor has my grape been kept.
Second Esdras 9.
Yeah.
9:22, baby.
Right, that's talking about that same vineyard, man. And what's a husband? That's a twofold word in itself. It also talks to somebody that talks about somebody that tends to a garden, right?
And what does your husband do? Your husband's
Takes care.
hey, you got it, bro. Y'all got it, man.
Hey, so if that fruit, Salak, you have some more to say on that, D-Back? So if that fruit is not bringing forth or more fruit that's out there, okay? Organic elect men that's still out there, man. The Most High gonna take you away up out of this thing, man. Okay? Scripture got it in you. How I say, every plant that my Father have not planted shall be rooted out. Got to get out of here, man. All right, you're taking up space. It says, verse 2, the latter part says, and every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. Got it, bro.
So he purges you, man. He cleans you. He gets you perfect so you can continue doing what you're doing.
Trying through the fight.
And what does he purge out of you, man?
Yeah.
That shit that I was talking about when we first came into this truth, that old man. Man, I ain't about to wreck. Man, fuck it. It's 40 Jakes out here, and one Edom might pull up and everybody's scattered. All right? Whatever laws these people pass, y'all fall down and worship the laws as if Yahweh Shah came out of heaven and ordained these things, man. That old man gotta die. And if that old man don't die, if that old man living, you gotta go, man.
Yeah. Some more you gonna say on that, D-Back? Yeah, this how I gonna die right here. Verse 3. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you.
Right? And that's the only way you're gonna make it out of America, man. Becoming clean through this word. You gotta get your mind right. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no, like Steve Harvey was saying, a different way into heaven.
Nope.
There are no different way into heaven, man.
His tongue fell on his
Yeah, that's completely opposite what the scriptures say, man.
Right, Esau already in heaven, man.
Yeah.
You niggas just in hell. That's the only difference. Right, go ahead, huh?
Yeah, and we in hell trying to get the fuck out of hell, man. That's why we out here week in and week out doing our video, putting, giving diligence, make our call and election sure. All right? We were clean by the washing of the word. We're not bragging, but we're bragging in Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah.
Both ye in the Lord.
Yeah, both ye in the Lord. His marvelous works that he has done. All right? You got it, Mama.
This Matthew
write that phone up.
I was looking for the. I'm gonna get this one though. This Psalms 124:8. It says, "Our help is in the name of the Lord." All right, so you need to, in order to call on the Lord, you need to know His name. All right, which we have. We have the true name of the Heavenly Father and His Son. All right, so this not no any no bullshit as Christianity or these other religious denominations that y'all call on these false gods and stuff, because it's not gonna save you. All right, and we, like I said, we have the true name of Yahweh, of the Heavenly Father and His Son. Is Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right.
Get it up there. Get it up there. All right? Go ahead.
And it says, "Who made heaven and earth?" All right, so we know the true power who made heaven and earth. All right, and it's Yahweh Shemel Shai. He gonna make His name known in these last days.
Right.
Yeah, because I mean, you got so-called Israelites out there talking about that name is not important. I mean, how can you read that scripture one more time? How can you read that and come to that conclusion?
Psalms.
You could add all these extra breakdowns. What the fuck is wrong? You see it? Bring it up, boy. Go ahead.
Psalms 124.
Let me say this. I know y'all gonna see the video when it's upload, but y'all, we got 2 strikes on our fucking page, so you know we just gotta do it the old school way, man. You know, we record it the old way. So as one brother using the phone to record, I'm uploading the first session. Why? By the time we finish with his, I'm up. Lord willing, this one is. It don't look like it's gonna be up finished. That bitch was like on 30-something%. It dropped down to 3.
Yeah, it told me up there.
Get under that Wi-Fi. That's all. Just get under that Wi-Fi when you get to the crib.
But that's just letting y'all know we up under 2 strikes. All right?
That's right.
Bear with us. You got it.
Psalms 124.
How do you come to this conclusion? Go ahead.
Psalms 124:8. Our help is in the name of the Lord, who made heaven and earth.
I mean, what the now y'all always says?
Do it just be broken down?
That don't need to be broke down, bro. So if you don't know the Lord's name, where the fuck is your help coming from?
Exactly.
That's all I just want. You got it. I just wanted to emphasize on the, just the little name one, bro. Like, cause it's 2021 and you still got a bunch of fucking black ass Negroes talking about the Lord's name is the law.
Who said that?
That's IUIC.
That's IUIC.
They say the name of the Lord is the law, huh? You know they've been pushing that shit.
They have.
The name of the Lord is the law. Keeping the commandments is the name of the Lord.
They the new
You ain't never
commandment
heard that?
I ain't never.
I ain't hear him say that.
When we went to New Orleans, they were saying that shit. When we went and had that little duel with their heads in New Orleans years ago, like 2014.
I remember them saying we're gonna get his name when he come back.
They saying the true name, but they saying as of now, it's not for us to know the name.
It's just the law.
The name means keep the law, keep the commandments.
All right, so that just. All right, then they don't understand Paul's writings at all.
They don't. They don't even deal with the blue letter. They don't deal with etymology because I dealt with them. I was minding my business on a Sunday one day, and I saw them on Government Street, and I went and dealt with them or whatever. And I was like, man, I see why the elders say it don't make no motherfucking sense, bro. You been told us don't deal with them, huh?
Waste your fucking time.
Yeah, you got, and that's exactly what happened. I'm like, well, let's get it in the blue letter. I told them let's get it in the blue letter. You know what that motherfucker said? I don't know what the blue letter is. But look, and I have my girl with me.
They don't deal with etymology. IUIC do not deal with etymology at all. They say if it ain't in the Bible, it ain't. They don't deal with no blue letter. They don't deal with none of that.
The name?
Strong's Concordance. They don't deal with none of that.
So
why look back?
No, you got it.
Watch it here.
Damn.
The reason why we do what we do, you know what I'm saying? Going to the Hebrew, because when you get the etymology of each of these King James words, it was translated from what? Hebrew. Even the New Testament was in Hebrew. You got motherfuckers that try to go out there and say, well, the Old Testament was in Hebrew, but the New Testament was in Latin or in Greek. That's fucking bullshit. It was written in Hebrew, Latin, and Greek. Those were the 3 main languages spoken during the time of what you call Christ.
19 and 19.
And it had, Yahweh Shah had those 3 different languages on top of his cross.
It's John 19 and 19.
You got it, bro.
Hey,
no, let me just finish what I was saying. Hey, so when I told them that let's get that word in the blue letter, he said, man, are you even married to your girl? Are y'all married? I'd like to tell you to get the fuck up out of here, man. Yeah, let me get the fuck up out of here, man.
Hey, speaking of that blue letter, watched a video from the elders Saturday. Elder Pastor Hart went on record saying it. Went in front of the camera and said he brought y'all to the blue letter. You wouldn't know it was the blue letter one for Elder Pastor Hart.
That's right.
Straight up and down, man.
Out the gate.
Wouldn't no Israelite know about the blue letter, Bobby. Went for Elder
Great
Pastor
millstone,
Hart.
man.
Great millstone, man.
And I'm gonna tell you, without,
AKA GMS.
without the blue letter, you can't get deep. You can't get into no classroom setting. You can't get to the origin of certain scriptures without that blue letter. That blue letter is as important as any of the books in the Bible, man. It's a tool. It's a tool. Let me just say that. It's a very required tool, man.
Anything that's translated or transliterated, like the English language, for instance,
I
you
got
have
it.
Needs a tool.
I got it right here.
you got to do it to be
need to go to
formally
the
educated.
Make me read it now.
Bring it out, huh?
This is Sirach chapter 1.
Oh, I know. Bring it out,
We
huh?
got a little more time, though.
Yeah, we good.
Ecclesiasticus, it says, wherefore, let me entreat you to read it with favor and attention, and to pardon us wherein we may seem to come short of some words, which we have labored to interpret. That's why our brothers got those stammering lips. You know, this English language, this shit got to go, man.
And anything that has to be interpreted means that one language, it was written in
Okay.
one language and it has to be translated.
Yeah.
And it said we have labored.
We have labored,
That's
man.
labor. Like, man, the blue letter helps us
Back it
labor
up.
and arrange everything the way it's supposed to be. You got it.
That's right, brother. Our scriptures on interpret. For the same things uttered in Hebrew
Come on.
and
Yeah.
So,
All right, go ahead. You got it.
for the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them.
Yep. And that's why you IUIC niggas can't get it. Why you think the spirit of the Lord, when it comes real quick, give me Revelations 5, open the seals.
All right.
Hey,
Get the mysteries of the kingdom real quick.
and you got to look at it like this. Peter didn't speak Greek. So if he write a letter to the lost 12 tribes, guess
You have to
what?
come in Hebrew.
Huh? He had to write it
Well,
in Hebrew.
I'm talking about, you mean the circumcision or the uncircumcision?
When he wrote to the
Uncircumcised.
uncircumcised.
You have to write in their language.
But he didn't know it.
Right.
So it had to be translated
from
Hebrew.
Hebrew, Latin, and Greek.
Yeah.
And when Paul wrote something, he had to write it for the
And then
brothers.
you even had more languages than Hebrew and Latin, because remember the Ethiopian eunuch.
Yup, Khan.
They spoke Hamite languages and shit, all that. So for that Ethiopian eunuch to have it, that means you think he was the only, not Ethiopian, but he was an Israelite, but you think that was the only Israelite down there in Ethiopia?
No, indeed.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
indeed.
if he was a eunuch coming way to Israel, to Jerusalem, you had many other Israelites down there. You know what I'm saying? They didn't speak Hebrew. They didn't speak Latin. You know what I'm saying? They didn't speak Greek, but it started from the essence, which is the what? The Lashawan Kadash.
Kadash.
That's why. Give me the precept real quick on the road to Damascus when the Lord
Yup.
Yahushua hit
Come
Paul. Real quick. He didn't come to him in English. He didn't talk to him in no African language.
Come.
He didn't talk to him in no fucking Greek or Latin. All right? And it specifies the tongue that
yes.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua uses.
Yes.
Just put the map, road to Damascus. It's gonna come up.
I try to get it
You know? Bring and finish it off, Uriah.
I got it out. Boy,
right. The road.
I got that
The Hebrew.
Acts 3rd chapter all the way
That was
down.
it. Okay.
Acts the 9th chapter.
You got it? You
Nine.
got the
I
precept?
got it out. This Acts chapter 9 started verse 3.
Yep.
And he journeyed, he came near Damascus, and suddenly there shined round about him a light from heaven.
All right. A chariot. It's that light. Don't y'all see those lights all the time?
Like all the time. They all
You up
over.
there, oh, I see a chariot.
Yeah.
So Paul saw one. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And he fell to the earth.
So Paul saw that chariot just like we do. We was
Oh,
calling
call
on
like
the
y'all
Lord.
about to y'all shot.
Right? Paul saw that chariot. Instead of, he fell out because he was so close to him, you know?
God. That what he said. God.
Go ahead.
And he heard a voice saying unto him,
So
Saul,
Yahushua was in that chariot.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Big
voice.
brother come out the heavens,
Whip it.
fly on just to tell you something.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Oh, man.
Read it out. Bring it out, I mean.
That's that voice. And it says, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me?
Wait. And he heard in the what?
Yeah. Saul, Saul.
No,
what?
before that.
Oh.
And I heard in the Hebrew.
And I heard a voice saying unto him, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? Verse 5, and he said, who art thou?
No, you skipping with saying the Hebrew tongue.
They don't say that one here. I get it, man.
It's saying the Hebrew tongue. Get the one that say the Hebrew tongue.
Let me sound.
Got 1 minute out.
Huh? 1 minute? Okay. I got you.
Oh, it's Acts 26
Right.
and 14.
Whoever get it first, bring it out
Okay.
real quick.
Yep, that's it. 26.
Yeah, man. 22-2. Hurry up. Acts 22-2.
Oh,
I mean, Acts 26-14. Real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
it's Acts 26 and 14. And when we were all fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me and saying in the Hebrew tongue.
In the what?
In the Hebrew tongue.
That's it.
God,
That's all we got, because we got a 1 minute left. Okay, this is the Most High, this is Yahushua talking to Paul in the Hebrew tongue.
Beautiful.
All right, enough said. You got it out.
God. Yep. And the last little bit, it says, for the same things uttered in Hebrew
Huh?
and translated
Uh-huh.
into another tongue.
That's
Yeah.
why the Lord came in the Hebrew. Because Hebrew is the original tongue of man.
Power.
It's the most powerful tongue of man. Go ahead.
Come.